when my wife and I made the decision that we were ready to become pregnant, we allowed ourselves some time to contemplate what that was going to mean before we did anything physical that could enable a baby to actually come into the world, because we wanted to really know that we had laid the groundwork in ourselves, that this wasn't an accident, that this was really an intentional choice. And it's a good thing we did, because we wound up having twins. One morning, his brother Bodhi woke up with brown stuff all over his face. Saw Bodhi covered in poop. Because you know what? If he ruined your day, then meanness wins. And poop wins.
It scares me how many people feel like it is their fault that they're sick, that they're unhealthy.
Getting enough protein as a vegan should actually be the least of our worries. In fact, what we should be more concerned about with regards to protein is consuming too much versus consuming too little. Human protein requirements are extraordinarily low.
I don't like the idea of having to rely on some kind of like external substances to make me feel good or to make me feel happy. B12 spray, which I personally like the best.
What are the most highly nutritious foods on the planet? Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, greens, legumes. To me, those are the top 6, and especially dark leafy greens. This is my B12 in a needle, injected with needle in a needle.
It's getting into the subcutaneous fat, which is fine for B12.
Oh! I understand that losing your hair is a very, very devastating thing, because I've experienced it. And I started realizing that my hair was getting a little bit thinner, I don't know, probably about a year ago. I am a small person. I'm between 100 and 105 pounds, and I'm only 5'2". I am a little off. I'm a little stuffy, congested. My face kind of hurts a little bit.
First time I've picked tree ripened oranges off a tree before. Yeah, those tree ripened oranges, they were just absolutely awesome. The electrolytes, the minerals flowing through the system. Beautiful. And this is how I'm drinking water now, that new insight. Yeah, down you go, right down, give a feel. Shaka da, ya da, 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 don't care about the cloud, that coyote.
What's up? This your boy, Filthy Light, Fruitarian Bitch Show, and today we're gonna make something savory. Alright, bitch, here we go! Blend!
One reason why I created Be Vegan with Anya, besides my passion for animals, my love for animals, is to give young models, especially new faces, a healthy perspective towards food. I lived on bananas for about 2 weeks and water, basically banana and water, until I fainted and I hurt myself so hard. I just wish for a healthy humanity. I wish for a healthy relationship towards food.
I take the birth control pill. I take the combination pill to help with my awful, excruciating periods that are just stupid. They're terribly painful and they're so heavy and they last forever. And they get more and more irregular to the point where I basically have 2 periods a month. I have a really heavy 7 to 8 day one, and then I have like a 3 to 4 milder day one. And then I also take an SSRI for depression, which I'm currently on right now.
The human is a frugivorous. The word is frugivorous, a frugivorous animal. Beyond all shadow of all doubt, if you disagree with that, you simply haven't had the experience on a fruitarian diet, and you simply haven't done the research. End of story. Fruit fueled the large brains of primates, caused them to evolve large brains. And the more fruit that they eat, the larger the brain.
See, the tree is alive, connected to the earth, grounded, right? electricity. There's the sun, so it's grounded in the earth and it's picking up the cosmic radiation and up through the tree, and it's charging the water that's in these nuts, which goes through the major root ball, up through the fibers in the tree, is purified, sent through the stems of the rack of the blossom. So these are like flowers. 1 or 2 coconuts would be a full-on meal, because it is just rich in life force energy.
This really sucks. My eyes are watery. Can't keep them wide open. Major headache now. I went all day with no headache, and now all of a sudden, head's just pounding.
I specifically just prefer to eat the diet that God originally had planned for us.
I was looking in the mirror and noticed that my left bag seemed worse today than my right. And I'm thinking it's because my left hip had the healing crisis, which would make sense.
Yeah, fruit for the win, fruit for the win.
My digestion has been terrible lately. Take some burden off of my pancreas because it's so damn sensitive. And I've been having adrenal weaknesses too. I've been having heart arrhythmias. My blood sugar's been elevated, and I'm hoping that it's just chemical deposits I'm getting rid of. I am seeing a lot of mucus in my bowel movements. I went from 145 down to 100 pounds. I do feel pain and stiff and just hardness right in my abdominal area. I would always just recommend you stick to a vegan, whole foods, plant-based diet. Who cares? It's a physical body. If we die, we die.
So yesterday I had 39.5 degrees Celsius fever.
Protein needs are highly exaggerated. You don't need all that much, and I might eat some spinach and stuff later today, and of course I will eat more fruit, so that will be, if I ate another one like this, that would be 40 grams of protein, and that would be plenty enough to increase in strength. No problems whatsoever.
It was so hard on my body. You go through weight loss, you go through a number of things that can be very hard. It was at my first practice, and all the people who knew me thought I had AIDS. It was the early 80s, lots of scare. No, excuse me, it's the early 90s, still lots of scare from what everybody had heard. And so when Doc Tim had AIDS, nobody wanted to be around Doc Tim. Protein is not an issue. It's a dead issue as far as I'm concerned.